Oh, come on, y'all. 1 second. Don't leave, man. What's good, YouTube? What's this? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Javante. I'm coming back at y'all. It's your boy Javante, aka Express Yourself. And just start saying that more. It's your boy Javante, aka Express Yourself. This is a rough start, man. This is your boy Javante, aka Express Yourself. I'm coming back at y'all with another video, man. Today's topic, you already read the title, man. I don't know why I say that knowing I have the title and everything in my head. But today's topic, I got, as a man, quit seeking validation and credit. Yes, you, the one out there that wants, that every time you get an accomplishment, you want the whole world to clap for you, and you want the women attention, you want the congratulations, you want gifts and prizes, and the participation trophy. No. As a man, as your uncle, I am about to set you straight. As you're a young man watching this, I'm about to set you straight on what it really is as a man, on what it's really gonna be like as a man. Growing up in this society, and it's been like this forever, man. It's been like this forever. Like, there's not too many men. You can look, and obviously there's gonna be men that got credit for their hard work, but there's men out there that probably worked harder than a lot of those people that you're seeing, and just they never got the credit for it. They never wrote books about the little kid that made it from goddamn a shack in the swamps of Florida, and him getting 2 jobs, and in the 1930s, him getting 2 jobs and getting able to buy a home, and goddamn, he made an invention and he made a business, and he probably died with no name, no books written about him, no one person at his fucking funeral. Just, he might not have had the best life, you know, but I guarantee you his work and his family probably remembers him very fondly, and I guarantee you his colleagues and his workers, they understand him, you know, and they probably still, when he died, they probably started working harder. What I'm trying to tell you is, as a man, when you're alive, a lot of the things you're gonna do is gonna be, it's not gonna be, especially if you're like the type of person that's not going on the right, if you're the type of person that doesn't follow the crowd, you know, and doesn't follow what everyone else is doing, and you're standing on your morals and your principles and stuff, you're gonna get a lot of backlash for that, man. You're gonna get a lot of pushback. And why aren't you conforming? Why aren't you doing how all these other men are doing it? Why aren't you doing for how women work? Why aren't you chasing us? Why aren't you giving us your attention? Why aren't you changing why are you saying this in front of us? Why do you have an opinion that we don't agree with, you know? Stuff like that type of energy. And as a man, you have to learn to stand on that. Because if you don't, you're only going to weaken yourself. If you start changing yourself into things that you don't truly believe in, into morals and beliefs that you don't truly believe in, it's only going to make you weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. You know, and that thing leads to another. Now you got imposter syndrome. Now it's hard for you to actually get your real opinions. And now whenever you see something, you're thinking, oh, what's the world? How's the outside world gonna react? How's people outside of me gonna react? And how's just how are other people gonna react instead of how you feel? Because, man, we have feelings too. We have wants and needs too. And as a man, learn to put yourself first. This is ain't no one gonna put you first for you. There's no one out there that's gonna like how we operate. We put people first, you know. As men, you know how we are as men. We want to save people. We want to protect. We want to provide. We want to do that. That's what a lot of us, that's the type of energy that we hold. That we hold real masculine energy, but that energy can get used, bro. Just like how a woman has real feminine energy, and she's really beautiful, and she has good skin and stuff like that. People will women and men will try to use her for that. So you have to protect your energy too, by not conforming and not confiding and not coddling people, and just be a man, bro. Just be a man, and you're not gonna be appreciated then, but I guarantee you when they go through the situation that you're telling them about, and then they realize that, dang, I should have listened to them. Or they might listen to you in that moment. Maybe in that moment they might get mad at you, but later on they're gonna be like, they might use that advice and be like, let me see, instead of reacting to this person yelling at me, let me see if I can just calm them down. That's some advice that I'd give someone and they try to push back on it. Let me try to just calm them down and see what happens with that. And they calm them down and they see that they don't have to fight everyone they see. They don't have to get into an argument with everyone they run into and everyone that gives them an issue. And yeah, chasing women. Let's talk about that. Chasing women is one of the most unmanly things you can do, bro. I'm learning this now. I feel like society taught men to chase women, when in reality it should be backwards. It should be the other way. It should be the women chasing you. You should be going off and chasing your dreams and getting achievements and conquering the world. And you should be have a whole bunch of women looking at you and seeing you go off and be successful, and they should all be chasing after you, changing their morals and beliefs to be on your level. Not you chasing some women. Do you hear how that sounds? Listen, I'm gonna break it down again. So you and your masculine energy are going off to go conquer the world. You're making your money. You're working your 2 jobs. You're opening the business. All that hard work, women are eventually gonna see that. Especially if you're just outside rubbing circles with certain people. You're gonna be in certain circles. Your name's gonna start ringing bells. They're gonna want you. So they're gonna start chasing you. They're gonna change the way they act to match you. They're gonna change their morals and beliefs to match your morals and beliefs. They're gonna become your wife. Now, let's look at how most men are these days. They're chasing women. They're changing their opinions for women. They're changing their hobbies for women. They're changing their beliefs for women. They're changing their morals for women, and they're morphing into a woman. That's basically the main idea I'm going into. They're trading away all their masculine energy to be feminine. That's why there's so many feminine people out here now, because they're chasing women so much that they become a woman. But I can get into that a lot more. That's a real spiritual one. There's a lot of, hey, you keep dancing with the devil's eventually gonna come get your ass. So we all know that saying. Or no, that's not the saying. It's, you dance with the devil, eventually he's gonna follow you home. Let me say that again. You dance with the devil, eventually it's gonna follow you home. So watch out with your energy, man. Protect your energy, young man, young ladies too. If you're watching this, protect your energy. Protect your energy. Don't be. The more you switch up, the harder it's gonna be to tap in with yourself, because then you don't even know yourself. But peace, love, and harmony to everyone watching. I love y'all. I'm gonna get deeper into this topic. The more I gotta do some research, I gotta do some meditations on this. This one isn't as clear as I want it to be. I'll update it though. But peace, love, and harmony to you guys. I love y'all for checking in with me. Y'all, I just love y'all, man. Peace out, man. I ain't finna talk about it.